See, it is circumstantial. Certain things are circumstantial. See, it was like a war time. When there is war time, people have blood on their head.
So it was considered extreme emergency situation.
Yes. It is not dharmic, it is totally religious, no doubt about it.
Of course.
It was religious. We can't justify it as it was religious. But main thing is, it was circumstantial. Certain circumstances may provoke a person to do something wrong, but that may not be his natural character.
But you understand that if I drink alcohol, I'm not under my normal habit.
Yes.
And if I hit Jai Jagadish, I will be culprit. It's not that the judge will say, "Oh, it was one time. That's okay. We will do anything."
Actually, according to Vedic culture, the punishment is not same. Even according to the modern judgment, you don't get same amount of punishment for killing deliberately or killing while you are drunk. If a person is drunk and he kills, he gets lesser punishment than when one kills deliberately.
Yeah, that is also there. That is also there.
And
still, that's a sin.
That's a sin. But when somebody is like a person of very good character, generally in the Vedic culture, just one incident is not considered all in all. You see the entire history of that person. After seeing the entire history of that person, then we see the amount of discrepancy he had. And that is how its punishment is given.
Because, for example, if we take the case of Chota Haridas, he did one mistake in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is super expert. Because he didn't just give punishment to Chota Haridas, he gave Chota Haridas his eternal form.
That's also true.
He got his Siddha Sarupa, it's like perfection of life. So, in one way, it is not a punishment by Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu could accomplish two tasks. One is, he could teach the people what not to do. At the same time, he also gave great mercy to Chota Haridas by giving him his eternal Sarupa.
Every night he would.
Now there were no interruptions. Every night he would go and sing for pleasure of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His service continued.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where the question of rejecting?
It's generally considered as a punishment rather than a blessing.
No, we say punishment, it was just to set an example. But Lord in once is never punished.
Never punished.
For 3 years he was serving devotees, Lord never stopped. After 3 years when he committed suicide, he didn't become a ghost. He got Siddha Sarupa, he got rid of his subtle body also. He got eternal service to Mahaprabhu. So in that sense it was not a punishment as such. In that sense it was not a punishment.
Yeah.
So we see from two viewpoints. From the point of Siksha, we say that Lord punished, so we should be very careful. And from the point of view that he was made an agent of the Lord, and Lord actually rewarded him, you haven't punished him. We find other examples also like this Kala Krishna Das. Kala Krishna Das did such a blunder, it is not like Chota Haridas little bit blunder. Kala Krishna Das left the service of Mahaprabhu and he ran behind Bhatta Hari. It's like you send a pujari who will do Aarti, and rather than doing Aarti, you find him in some women's chamber doing something. At least you should have informed us, I will not do Aarti. Someone else would have done the Aarti. Mahaprabhu was totally dependent on them. Despite that, after returning, Mahaprabhu told him that I don't want to see his face. But he continued his service of speaking South Indian Yatra Kathas of Mahaprabhu to all the devotees in Bengal. So in one sense, Krishna never rejects anyone. Krishna sees like the entire tenure of a person's practice of Krishna consciousness, and then he will try to repair it, but he doesn't reject anyone. Because see, if Krishna rejects someone, where is hope for that person?
Krishna may reject, but pure devotee may still.
That is true, but even Krishna himself doesn't reject.
Never rejecting.
Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitramita Uddhamam. Bhakti is the most purifying process, even more than punishment. Punishment is purifying, more than punishment, prashchitta is purifying. More than prashchitta, Gyan is purifying. More than Gyan, Yoga is purifying. More and the best purifying process is Bhakti.
So you say in the situation of Kripacharya, for example, because he was performing.
Because he was a Brahmana, but circumstantially at that time he became swayed away for some time. So that is why he was not punished. Rather, Pandavas knew when he is put in a good situation, in a peaceful situation, he won't do anything wrong. Let him continue to advise us.
He is a Kula Guru.
So in his case, that was the reason. They knew it's like circumstantially, sometimes certain devotees do something wrong, many times within this can also be forgiven. Like some devotee may be very good and nice, but suddenly you find no, circumstantially 10 devotees are pushing him while he is going to for arti. And he slaps 2 devotees. It's not that we get into his case, oh, get out of the temple, why did you slap him? We understand this fellow was an old man, he is pushed by 10 people. His anger came out. You must have seen that. It is not something.
It happens. It's a lamp.
I know one of the sannyasis.
I know, yeah,
One of the sannyasis slept also.
yeah.
He slept on devotee. People understand, old man, felt a lot of pain suddenly and slept somewhere. Okay. Not that you get into his case. And initially Kripacharya was not the one who also planned to kill them. It is Aswathama who went ahead. But he was moved away, swayed away by this.
He gave the idea, no? Kripacharya.
No, it is Aswathama only.
No, that's
Aswathama
some
idea.
word, that idea
Ah.
he gave to Aswathama.
No.
No.
That
Aswath-
owl.
Yes. Owl attacking the crows.
Who gave that idea?
Aswathama only.
Aswathama would please Duryodhana.
Aswathama in the night time when he saw that when owls are sleeping, crows are attacking. No, it is other way around.
Other way
Other way around. Yeah. Crows are sleeping and owls are attacking. Then he got an idea, when these Pandavas are sleeping, at least at that time I can kill them.
But Kripacharya did not see.
Kripacharya and Kritvarma said that this is not proper, we will not help you.
Yes,
They rejected his idea. But Aswathama said that whether you be there with me or not there with me, I will alone go and kill them. So when he went ahead, then they thought, now what hell are we doing there? We should also help. Because Aswathama, they were also bewildered because they were thinking Aswathama was made commander in charge by Duryodhana. So they thought that, okay, maybe we have to follow our commander, even if he is unrighteous.
So it just, Prabhupada will mention in this chapter that nowadays Kali Yoga people follow bad administrators. And this is the call of the fallen of the Brahmanas case. But in this case, this is the same thing. No?
He was fallen, no doubt about it. But what they thought is that if he is put in a good situation, it's like you have to estimate the character of a person. And one needs that intelligence and one needs that risk also. It's not that they didn't take a risk, they take a risk. They took the risk of releasing Aswathama. What happened? He again, like now, shot arrow to Parikshit Maharaj.
Krishna is very merciful, more than me. That's what I can say.
Okay. Now we'll come back. This is like very serious topic. Dharma's question to Dhara. Please read 18 and 19 both.
The personality of religious principle Dharma was wandering about in the form of bull, and he met the personality of earth in the form of cow, who appeared to grieve like a mother who had lost her child. She had tears in her eyes, and the beauty of her body was lost. Thus Dharma questioned the earth as follows. Dharma, in the form of a bull, asked, Madam, are you not hale and hearty? Why are you covered with shadow of grief? It appears by your face that you have become blank. Are you suffering from some internal disease, or are you thinking of some relative who is away in a distant place?
Yeah. So Vishwanath Thakur writes in the purport of text 19 that from ordinary vision this was not visible. But by seeing the influence of Kali Yuga, when Parikshit Maharaj meditated, in his meditation he saw these things.
Oh, all these happenings.
Yes, yes.
But it's not a real.
It's real, but it's meditation. And now whether it is like, are they, he was not dreaming.
Yeah, not dreaming, but he is meditating on that.
He's meditating on that. So in his meditation all these things appeared.
All this bull, cow, and all this.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, because many times devotees have this question, it is allegorical story or what. So it appeared in the meditation of Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, and this is the one. The moment that Kali Yuga started, Dharma, Artha and Kali appeared in this situation. Though this was not seen by the people, Parikshit, who meditated with the desire to see this, saw it with his mystic eyes. Dharma in the form of bull asked questions to the cow who had lost her effulgence. So that means it appeared in the meditation of Parikshit Maharaj. It was not literal.
So this in Vishwanath.
I was not literal. Okay. Yes. So he saw the poverty-stricken condition. Because generally these are the reasons why many times women are unhappy. Relative has gone somewhere, health is not good. And now he speaks out his own situation. Please, 2021.
I have lost my 3 legs and now standing on one only. Are you lamenting for my state of existence? Or are you in great anxiety because henceforward the unlawful meat eaters will exploit you? Or are you in sorry plight because the demigods are now bereft of their share of sacrificial offerings because no sacrifices are being performed at present? Or are you grieving for living beings because of their sufferings due to famine and drought? 21. Are you feeling compassion for the unhappy women and children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons? Or are you unhappy because the goddess of learning is being handled by Brahmanas addicted to acts against the principle of religion? Or are you sorry to see that the Brahmanas have taken shelter of administrative families that do not respect Brahminical culture?
Yeah, so these all are symptoms of Kali Yuga, which he has spoken here. So are you lamenting for my state of existence? Means the dharma is destroyed. That is why earth is very much distressed. Or unlawful meat eaters will start eating cow flesh. Because according to dharma there are some codes for eating meat, not like unlawfully eat anything. Then because demigod worship will be practically stopped. But demigod worship has a lot of rules and regulations. That is not far followed in Kali Yuga. If you see it now also, whether the Durga Puja or Vishwakarma Puja or this Puja or that Puja, they put all these nonsense movie songs. Now when ISKCON devotees don't like such songs, why will demigods like such songs? Third class nonsense songs.
They are laughing.
I got down from the Satrakachi station bus stand. So Vishwakarma Puja was going on. So they were having all dirty music. 3 people had opened their shirts. They were smoking and blowing the smoke on the face of Vishwakarma.
Huh?
Purification.
This is puja or what? It is like a torture.
The drinking, I thought.
They were drunk and they were like smoking. They were like.
Even our place like Malaysia also happen this. When Durga Puja going on, they are drinking alcohol, they were dancing like.
So that is not what demigods like. So no demigods. It's like demigods don't pass even to pass urine. Earth. during Kali Yuga. Such a normal situation. Then famine and droughts are there on the earth. Are you happy, unhappy because of that? This is Kali Yuga symptoms. Then people, women and children are left uncared for in Kali Yuga. In the Vedic culture, women and children are given protection. They are protected. Kali Yuga, they are exploited. Like even today in Indian army, it's like the boss of the entire, you can say some lieutenant commander and this and that, maybe sitting on the chair. But if wife of a simple soldier comes, it is his duty to get up and give the seat to that lady. That law is still there in Indian army. So because that is part of Vedic culture, to give respect to women, protect the woman, not like exploit. So that is Kali Yuga symptom. Or are you unhappy because Brahmanas are misusing the Vedic scriptures? So we find that when Brahmanas were misusing Vedic scriptures, some excessive slaughter of animals was going on. Who appeared? Buddha appeared. Right? Yes. Some of you may be knowing, like in Bali, still devotees of Bali were telling there are two religions there, Islam and Brahmanism. But all Brahmanas keep on performing this animal slaughter. So I don't know how much it is authentic. They say Bali comes from the word Bali. So still there is religion.
My young son also, I have attended that eating together last time, we don't know. Funny story because he eat.
So that is how Brahmanas misuse. And Brahmanas sometimes they are not respected by the administrative families. So there is no value to Brahminical culture. Like nowadays, one of the accusations for brahmacharis, in India is that how can you live at the cost of others' charity? You are accused like that?
How can you live at the cost of
How can you live at the cost of others?
Charity.
charities?
Yeah. So they would accuse brahmachari now. So then I told my relatives who were speaking like that, I told them, somebody gives you a simple education of physics and chemistry and mathematics, you pay him so much. When I am giving knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, you think I am useless fellow for the society? Right?
You should pay more.
You should pay more. We are giving you a goal of life. We are not just teaching you physics, chemistry and mathematics. So for teaching ordinary material subjects, you pay so much. And when I am giving that knowledge free of cost, and society is maintaining me, you are saying that I am like a burden on the society. What a nonsense. So in Kali Yuga there is no value to spiritual knowledge. No value for Brahminical culture. They are considered the useless fellows. Parasites, burden on society. So that is Kali Yuga. Please read 20.
The so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of this age of Kali, and thus they have put all state affairs into disorder. Are you now lamenting this disorder? Now the general populace does not follow the rules and regulations for eating, sleeping, drinking, mating, etc. And they are inclined to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? O Mother Earth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari incarnated himself as Lord Shri Krishna just to unload your heavy burden. All his activities are transcendental and they cement the path of liberation. You are now bereft of his presence. You are probably now thinking of those activities and feeling sorry in their absence. Mother, you are the reservoir of all riches. Please inform me of the root cause of your tribulations by which you have reduced to such a weak state. I think that the powerful influence of time, which conquers the most powerful, might have forcibly taken away all your fortune, which was adored even by the demigods.
Yeah. So during the reign of Yudhishthira Maharaj, so even demigods were like thinking, earth looks more beautiful than heaven. Earth was so nicely taken care. But now, because Krishna has gone, all the opulence has gone. And we find all these things in Kali Yuga. State affairs are put in disorder. Right? It happened not only just in India, everywhere. The rule of the knights came, who overthrew the king. Kings stopped believing in the church. And then there was Industrial Revolution, the revolution of the Vaisyas. And finally the revolution of the Sudras in the form of
Russian Revolution.
Russian Revolution or this, yeah. So then labor class people, they overthrew the upper class. So disorder is there everywhere. So are we lamenting because of that disorder? People have no rules for eating, sleeping, mating, defending. They eat anything. No, they drink anything. No, for mating also there are no rules and regulations. Like in Vedic culture also, it is not that people don't have anarthas. People have anarthas. But they don't have a public display of the anarthas.
Public display.
In Kali Yuga there is a public display of the anarthas. Right? So fine, you have anarthas, you are lusty and this and that, it's okay. But why do you have to do that in public? In front of everyone? So in Vedic culture, the culture was created in such a way that if people had to do wrong, anything wrong, they have to really hide. And that helps them to curb their lower nature. So once I was going in train, then there were a few people sitting in front of me. I was chanting. Those days I was a student in IIT. So they were singing and they said, why are you displaying your bead bag and chanting in front of everyone? No, why are you showing? You want to chant, chant peacefully, chant somewhere, hide your bead bag and chant. I didn't speak anything, I completed my rounds. So by the time I completed my rounds, I saw these fellows were eating tobacco. That's how they eat tobacco in India. So then I told, why are you eating publicly? You should eat, hide and eat. And they were saying, no, these things can be done publicly. So I told them, you can do nonsense publicly, I can't do good thing publicly. I can't chant publicly, you can eat tobacco publicly, you can smoke publicly, you can have illicit sex publicly. What is this nonsense? So Vedic culture doesn't allow, it's like you want to do something nonsense, go hide and do it. So that at least people's lower natures are curbed. According to Manu, very few women on this world are first class women. Who are those first class women? First class women are those, even if you put in the worst situation, they will remain chaste and religious. Like Mother Sita. Mother Sita was put among the demons in Lanka. She remained chaste. Similarly, there are very few women who are really too bad. Too bad means even if you put them in the best situation among the demigods, and they will do like Pomsachali, who would run after any man.
Like whom?
They would run after any man. They are like Pomsachali, they are called Pomsachali. Pomsa means man and Chali means goes away. Those who go away with any man. So they are also very few. He says majority of the women are those who remain chaste, provided society creates a situation for them so that they can remain chaste. So most of the women can remain chaste provided the society creates an atmosphere where they can remain chaste. So that's why it's a great responsibility of the society to create a situation in which women are protected and they can not fall prey to the lower nature. So that's why when women wear proper clothes, when women are like shy by nature, they don't overmix with the men, they are protected nicely, then their divine nature, divine side comes out. It emerges out. But whenever they are not protected, then the dark side comes out. And that's true for everything. So if we praise the good activities and curb the bad activities, person will get a strength to curb his bad side. He will get a strength to follow his good side. So Kali Yuga, that is not there. No regulation for eating, sleeping, drinking and mating. You can do anything anywhere.
Did you say by sadhana we can get the strength to follow our good side?
Sadhana and also environment, culture,
Okay.
good culture. You will also find, right, like now, if all the devotees are running for Mangal Aarti, how do we feel?
To run as well.
Yes.
But it's
So we also feel like running for Mangal Aarti.
yeah.
Today I jumped from that lane, I got hurt here, running for Mangal Aarti.
But you were before time, not really.
No, I was before time because I jumped from there, but of course I fell. But the point is when everybody is running, you will feel like running. And if you get up and all the people are snoring, they are not coming out of the blanket, then you look here, look there, and you also feel, why should I get up? So environment also has a great effect, culture. But Kali Yuga culture is not like that. To become a devotee, so much opposition. If you want to do anything nonsense, it's okay. Allow. And then he says, maybe you are unhappy because Krishna left this planet. Yeah, the 26th, 24th also.
Shall I read?
Yeah. Mother.
Starting from Mother.
Hmm.
Mother, you are the reservoir of all riches. Please inform me of the root cause of your tribulations by which you have been reduced to such a weak state. I think that the powerful influence of time, which conquers the most powerful, might have forcibly taken away all of your fortune, which was adored even by the demigods.
See, the demigods are adoring your good fortune, being ruled by Yudhishthira Maharaj. But it seems like that time has taken away that good fortune. It is lost now. And now Earth is going to express her pain of separation from the Lord. This is a very beautiful section.
Yeah, like Bull was already, his 3 legs were injured. And he was not concerned about himself, he was concerned about like Mother Earth.
That is Vedic culture actually. So you'll find also, it's like you have seen, whenever, especially when there's love and affection for people, that sort of thing comes out. Did you do Nizalika in the home sometime? No, no.
Because all the time of Kas camp.
What was the whatever?
What Kas camp is doing?
Acha,
But if you do any austerity in home, mother may be doing more austerity than you, but she will not allow you to do that austerity. Right? Oh, like now, this time my younger brother is also initiated devotee. So he was doing in, my whole family is initiated. So this younger brother was doing Nidal Ekadasi. But my father was very difficult for him to perform austerities. So younger brother and mother both were doing Nidal Ekadasi and father was doing sadhana. He was drinking water and taking prasad and doing Ekadasi. So brother was chanting, they were like trying to chant whole day. So brother was chanting and suddenly it's like, he stopped chanting because he was feeling tired. Immediately father said, can I bring some water for you? Can I bring some juice for you? And he was like, I am already feeling to drink water and you are alluring me. So every 10 minutes he would come and give some proposal. Take this, take that, take that. And it was so difficult for him to like